siblings.
All right, so we all know the number of drunk driving crashes spiked during the holiday season, but there's new research that shows driving with a hangover could be just as dangerous. Dr. Kevin Campbell here this morning with more. This is shocking, Doc.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, the report goes on to say, quote, hungover drivers have delayed reaction times similar to drunk drivers. Really?
Absolutely. So there was 2 studies published last week, one in the Netherlands and one in the UK. Really good science. They took simulators and had people have a few beers and got their blood alcohol level up to above the legal limit, just barely. Had them drive, measured their reaction times and how impaired they were through some cognitive testing. Then the next day, they had hungover drivers come in. They tested their blood alcohol levels. They were 0.
Right.
They had similar reaction times as if you'd had 2 or 3 beers and were over the legal limit to drive, which is really powerful information that we can all use.
And how much time in between?
Just overnight.
Wow.
Just overnight. Enough time to metabolize the alcohol down to a blood alcohol level of 0, this is really interesting. We all know that when you have a hangover, you don't feel very well, but it also can impair your judgment, impair how quickly you can react to situations, which obviously in all this holiday traffic could certainly lead to motor vehicle accidents and deaths and all that sort of stuff.
No doubt about that. For the responsible person out there, they think, okay, I'm gonna drink the night before and drive the next morning. That's okay, but clearly might not be the case. So what do you recommend?
So I think, especially during this holiday time, we have to be very, very careful. There was a study out of the University of Alabama that showed that over the Christmas holiday, meaning the 3 or 4 days around it, 30% more accidents than as compared to New Year's, 20% more as compared to Thanksgiving. We have to take our time, we have to be patient, and if you're going to plan a trip, don't indulge the night before. Maybe 1 glass of wine because you want to make sure that you're on your toes. Slow down a little bit. Certainly don't drink and drive.
Okay, so there's a lot of information out there about not only hangovers, but also drinking and driving. How are we doing when it comes to that?
We're doing very poorly, to be honest, as a society. Mothers Against Driving Drunk did a survey, and they found that almost 80% of people who were at a party of any type noticed people that were driving that shouldn't have been driving. And it's just so critical. The roads are congested near the malls and near the restaurants this time of year. So critical that we're responsible because nobody wants a Christmas tragedy.
No doubt about that. Yeah, terrible. All right, Doc, about 15 seconds left. Some tips real quick.
I think that you have to slow down.
Yeah.
I think you have to realize that it's a holiday, it's supposed to be fun. It's okay if you don't get that last-minute gift. Just make sure you focus on family, safety, buckle up, and don't get behind the wheel with alcohol.
Doc, always good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, if you have a question for Dr. Kevin Campbell, really easy. Log on to our website, WNCN.com, search links we mentioned. From there, you can find Dr. Campbell's website, or you can like his Facebook page and even his Twitter.